Hello, welcome to Lesson 8. Lesson 8 is what I believe is one of the more interesting topics. Certainly exciting for me. Most of my research the past couple of years has, in postgraduate school at least, concentrated on older adult issues and the intersection of addiction. So individuals, older adults who may be unintentionally misusing or abusing various types of medication. This could range from misuse or not appropriately taking prescribed medication to actually full-blown addiction on the other end, which is becoming a more of a serious issue, especially with opiates. So in this lesson, I'm providing a really brief introduction to this topic. If you're really interested in this particular topic in terms of aging and medication maintenance and assistance and addiction and so forth, we do have a specific course on this topic that's offered each spring in the Human Services Program. It's HMS 238, Special Topics in Aging, and we concentrate on addiction in the older adult. In this lesson, we'll be looking at some statistical data related to the aging of America and the numbers of older Americans taking medication, the types of medication they were taking, and what percentage of older adults are involved in medication misuse and abuse, and frequently addiction as well. I've included an introduction, a narrated slideshow of sorts that's brief, that actually comes from that HMS 238 course that serves as an introduction to the material in that particular course, but also provides a really good overview for this particular lesson. So please take time to watch that introduction as well. I've included multiple reading assignments. One reading assignment is reading the first chapter out of Substance Abuse Among Older Adults. This is coming from what's called a TIP series. TIP means Treatment Improvement Protocols in the Mental Health System Related to Substance Abuse. It's published by the Federal Department of Health and Human Services, and this document was really the first governmental documents, or among the first governmental documents, that addressed this issue back in 1998. So this is not medication misuse and abuse for the older adult population. It's not a topic that is just suddenly coming upon us. It has existed ever since the introduction of medication and substances, legal and illegal. But since the baby boomer generation, and our generations are growing older and longer in terms of length of years, and medical assistance medication is more common, then we've just had this snowball effect of this particular issue. So this first chapter reading provides another great overview for the material. Next, we have 4 short reading assignments related to treatment admissions, hospital admissions due to prescription pain reliever overconsumption for older adults. We look at admission rates for older adults related to alcohol for hospitalizations, including a couple of readings on mental and behavioral health of older adults, what that looks like, and a report from substance abuse, from the federal reporting mechanisms from the DAWN system, which is a statistical reporting system for urban hospitals, about data that they are seeing in their statistics related to substance abuse and aging. Also included some videos. One video is really short. Another video is quite long. It's about 60 minutes. So make sure that you are comfortable and have a chance to watch this one video. It's basically a documentary on this issue of older adults and medication. Also included a couple of neat videos about the perception and policy and the circumstance we find ourselves in related to the medication industry especially with prescription drug companies, pharmaceutical companies of sorts, and how some of these drugs are being used for off-label purposes, meaning the drug met FDA approval standards to treat a certain diagnosis. For example, drug X was approved to treat migraine headaches, for example. Yet doctors are prescribing this medication to treat um, uh, back pain, which is an off-label use, and which is also a method of prescribing the medication that has not necessarily been approved by the Federal Drug Administration. Yet at the same time, the pharmaceutical companies frequently encourage this off-label use in order to increase sales. So there's this huge debate in the medical industry and regulation with regulatory agents about off-label use and the appropriateness and the dangers, because there are certain dangers associated with using drugs for unintended purposes, as well as using drugs for intended purposes. There are equal dangers. And I've included a couple of readings about that topic, plus an interesting a clip from 2009 from C-SPAN related to a senatorial speech that was given on the floor of Congress about the off-label use of medications and the dangers that was posing or is posing to the citizens of this nation. Also included some news briefs from the White House and about antipsychotic drugs being used in nursing homes, drug abuse by Medicare recipients, and of course President Obama made this a issue prior to passage of the most recent health care law related to prescription drugs for seniors and making sure that those resources are affordable and appropriately used for this population. Last but not least, we do have one discussion board for this lesson and a test that goes over the material presented in this material. The test is posted via Blackboard. It's 10 questions, true, false, or multiple choice. It can only be answered or taken one time. Again, thank you for your attention. Hope you have fun with this lesson. It is, again, long, but I tried to mix up the material in terms of reading and video, and it's certainly a pressing topic that many of us can relate to due to family members or neighbors, community members, or so forth. Thanks. Bye.